Valkyries may be one of the most underused troops in the game at Town Hall 10. Do they need a buff? Welcome to Clash of Clans Attacks. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out some Valkyrie action. Yes, they are the red-headed stepchildren of Town Hall 10, so underutilized. Is it time that Supercell does something to make them more useful, to get people to use them? We're going to give it a try right now. 12 Valkyrie raids, this one with 4 earthquake spells, trying to get into the core of this base, a couple of jump spells as well, a few golems to try to help tank, just to let them last a little bit longer. The Valkyries, I like the improvement to the fact that they do damage to multiple buildings at once, but it doesn't seem like it was enough to get people to use them again. They're just not quite tanky enough to hold on their own. You've got to have some other units with them. They're not a pure DPS troop either. They're kind of lost in the middle. So here you can see I've tried to clear some surrounding structures using the golems to take some of that damage and sending in the Valkyries, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Not really maybe the most effective use. And you can see the clan castle troops have come out, but I've got a poison spell to deal with them. Now the Valkyries, they seem to kind of just wander off, and before you know it, they're all gone. The giant bomb just about finishes them off, and this raid really becomes a hero and golem raid. The golems protecting the heroes long enough to get in towards that core, and the heroes level 40 once again, as you've seen before, saving my butt. Now at Town Hall 8 and even sometimes at Town Hall 9, you do see Valkyries being used effectively, much like giants, but when you get up to the damages that are being put out by these Town Hall 10 defensive structures, they're just a little bit too squishy to last long enough to make a difference in the core of these villages. There is the second star, once again mostly thanks to the heroes being protected by the golems, and that is a 2-star on not nearly a maxed out Town Hall 10 and lower level heroes as well. But luckily I had my big heroes to save the day, so we will move on and try Valkyries again. Now in this raid I did not bring a freeze spell to help maybe preserve them in the core against those multi-targeting infernos, also kind of spread them out a little bit too much. So let's go ahead and wrap up this raid, move back into another base, that open spread out base design, again with 12 Valkyries, but this time in addition to the earthquake spells I have a freeze spell. So we start out the raid with an earthquake, trying to damage that multi-target inferno. Now I only have 1 jump spell, but I do have a few wall breakers. So this time with the golem down first, we drop the wall breakers and open this corner to the enclosure. And then the jump spell giving a second entry point, and now a third at the bottom of your screen with the wall breakers. Again, these entry points a little bit too close together to be that effective in spreading out the golems. But now the golems are moving in, clearing surrounding structures first with wizards, just to make sure that the Valkyries will be focused and funnel right down the center, hopefully right towards that Town Hall enclosure. Here they all come, this time all 12 of them right together, and they move in after those grouped structures. Rage spell helps enrage the Valkyries, but they're being hit by that multi-target inferno. Here comes the freeze spell. There it is, and that should preserve them a little bit longer, as they do indeed make it right down after the Town Hall enclosure. Now the other inferno is a single target, so that works out pretty well. You can see the Valkyries did a pretty good job on the Town Hall before they were taken down, and is my king as well. So quickly we just barely get the Town Hall down with the last of the units in the center. 39% damage. Again, the Valkyries, although you couldn't tell, they were still there doing damage in between buildings, and they were the heroes getting the first star and clearing most of that Town Hall enclosure. Now of course the Queen once again helping with a second star, and quickly that is a 2-star win using 12 Valkyries. It went a little bit better than the first time. The key to that victory, really funneling those Valkyries towards the center and keeping them alive a little bit longer with the freeze spell. So moving on to the third attack, this time we're going after a fully maxed out, yes, a super max base, level 11 walls, level 40 heroes, again starting with the 4 earthquake spells, this time taking out those 2 layers of walls and damaging several of the structures. Golems going down, and then a few wall breakers to give me another entry point in towards the center of this base. So this works out pretty well. We've got the golems distracting all of the defenses in the area. Clan castle troops are coming out, and they should fall to the poison spell relatively quickly if we can just get them inside the poison spell. There it goes, taking the wizards and the archers down. And now we're about ready for the main attacking force, the 12 Valkyries. As the last golem goes down, here come the Valkyries in after the group structures, followed by the heroes again. And this time, once again, I failed to bring a freeze spell, but the Valkyrie's doing a great job under rage, taking out a bunch of structures as we work our way towards the core. I use both jump spells just to completely open up that path so that anybody will head towards the Town Hall enclosure. A few Valkyries took the jump spell, a few more went off after the Archer Queen, and that is going to leave my heroes and a golem to again go down the core of this village. Again, the level 40 heroes being very important here. The Valkyries not really carrying this raid. The Iron Fist helping me get the Town Hall down for the first star. And once again, the Golem protecting the Archer Queen, and she will pretty much single-handedly be able to grab the second star. The Valkyrie's long gone at this point. A few more structures on the outside. The Archer Queen going to take out that cannon. That leaves several more structures unprotected. Plenty of time, plenty of damage, hit points left. She will grab the second star, as will these units on the outside. So again, the Valkyries, maybe not the most effective unit, did not carry that raid, although they do help out. It would be really nice to see them have a more unique function, something that's a little bit stronger in the game. I just don't see right now that there's that unique of a use for them, when for that amount of housing space you could choose other units that might function better in almost any situation. I'm really hoping to see a change to the Valkyrie in the future. I would love to see her no longer be the red-headed stepchild. Maybe they can give her some more clothes too. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think of Valkyries. Are they sexy or are they out of place? But in any case, thank you so much for watching this episode all the way to the very end. Don't forget to check out my other episodes, and as always, subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content. Let me know what you would like to see in the future, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, that was ridiculous! Valley Cries are the strongest unit in the game! Silly Galadon.